Hey guys, my name is Beatrix. Thank you for joining me. My channel is called Happybeauty with OB. I am a fashion lifestyle beauty channel. So that's what my content is basically mostly going to be about. Today I'll be filming a makeup look, a very basic, minimal, everyday look, which is what you see on me right now. If you'd like to see how I do that, how I apply my makeup and what it is that I do step by step, stick around. If not, ciao ciao. But I hope you do come again for other content. As I said, I do lifestyle, fashion, beauty, so whatever you may seem interested in, you can come back again and watch that. So I hope you stick around to watch me apply my makeup. I'm going to be doing a makeup look today, which is an everyday look. I'm going to be using, as mentioned before, the GELLER The Casual collection. It is a multi-function eyeshadow palette. There you go. So that's what I'm going to be using to create this look. So my face is already prepped. Basically what I do to prep my face is use the these are the products that I use for my skincare. They are the Formulage Professional Treatment for Skin products. These are South African, it's a South African brand. This is the anti-aging serum. So this is basically what I had applied after I got out of the shower. So this is what I applied. This is a serum, which is like a base basically for my face. And then after that I use like a moisturizer. For the most part, if I'm not going anywhere, then I only use this moisturizer. However, if I know that I'm gonna be going somewhere, which is mostly the case, because I'm doing school pickups, drop-offs, whatever the case may be, and going to work as well, then I would normally first use this, which is the Perfect Skin Tone SPF 20+, which is basically my moisturizer, which is part of the Formulage care range. And then then after that I use a little bit of the Bane sunscreen, which is this one. This is a special sunscreen formulated for the face, and this has SPF 50+, so that's basically why I've chosen it. I love this. I only use a very little bit because this already has SPF, so just to add added protection from the sun, I use this when I'm going out. After that, so now we're going to start with our makeup look basically. So I haven't quite found a primer for my face yet, so what I do is I use the I found this in Discam. This is the L.A Girl primer spray. So this is what I use for now until I can find a really good primer, and I'm gonna of course be testing out different primers. But this is a prep and hydrate face for makeup. So I basically use this as my primer because it is light. It's a spray. It goes on very lightly. That's why I love using it. So that's what we're going to be doing now. So here goes. I just lightly sprayed in my face. Basically this dries out pretty fast. It doesn't take that long. And then after that I apply my foundation. I'm going to be using this beauty blender. The choice of foundation today, which is basically an everyday foundation that I've found has been working for me, is the Mary Kay bronze range. So what I do is I use this. Normally I use the bronze 4 or the bronze 5, depending on the season. So in the summer I use the bronze 4, and in the winter I use the bronze 5. But you know, it depends. Sometimes I do it vice versa. I just see how my face looks, and sometimes the one doesn't work, but both of them work interchangeably for both seasons. But usually I'm a bronze 4 in the summer, and in the winter a bronze 5. So since it's really hot now, I'll be using the bronze 4. So what I usually do is spray my beauty blender with the primer that I just used on my face, you know, earlier. I just spray it very lightly. It's basically just a mist, and it goes on really lightly, and that's what I like. It doesn't basically wet the sponge too much. And then I put on the foundation. Now I love a foundation that is applied very lightly, so I just pat it right into my skin. I normally do not use a lot of this because I don't want to look like I have like an extra layer of skin. So I normally use very little, but I might have to use a bit more, just a tad bit, to create full coverage. Make sure that I do that I put it on my forehead. I think I'm going to need to spray my sponge just a little bit, just to make sure that I distribute the product evenly on my face as well as on my little bit on my neck, because I don't actually like applying foundation only on my face. I just go in and expand it and put it on my neck a little bit. Okay, I think that is enough. I've blended it in my face and a little bit down to my neck. The next thing I do is do my I have like dark circles around my eyes, so the concealer that I use is the L.A Girl, Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. I'm not so sure if you would see that, but it's basically the L.A Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn, and I just dab it underneath my eyes. I use the same beauty blender, and then I go in a little bit on my eyelids to basically create a base for my eyeshadow. So there you go. I have covered most of the dark circles. I think I've done an okay job. After that, I use this is a new setting powder that I bought. It is the Ben Nye luxury setting powder. This is the box that it came in. That's the box that it came in, and it basically looks like this. This is in the, it looks like this. This is in the banana shade. Yes, it's in the banana shade. So there you go. That's how it looks. So I'm just gonna set the my under eyes. Then I will take angled brush from Get Cheeky, I believe the brand is called. No, it's from Sorbet. An angled brush from Sorbet. Okay, and then I basically just tap off the excess and go in underneath the eyes, on top of my eyelids. And then I go in a little bit around my face. Now we're going to do the eyeshadow. So we're going to be using the Michelle Geller eye palette from their casual collection. This is also a recently purchased item for the palette inside, and this is basically how it looks like. It's got really beautiful, let's just close the mirror so it doesn't reflect. It's got really beautiful shades, many natural looking shades that can be used every day basically, and this is from their casual collection. So I've decided to use I believe this shade is called Effortless, this one right here. It's a sort of pinkish shade, probably dark pink, I would say, this one right here. But more of a natural shade, and as a base I will use this shade here, and it's called Simple. It's a really light-ish natural shade as well, natural brown shade that I will use as a base. So as the base shade will be used, I'll use this blending brush basically. And this brush I got from Pep Stores, yes. So I'm going to be using this to set my base. Then to apply the shade that I spoke about, Effortless, I'll just use this Urban Studio brush, which is more of a it's also an angled brush, but it's very strong and very pointy. So I'm just gonna pat this in. I love how both those colors blend in. That's basically why I chose the other one, the base color. Okay, and then I'm going to take another blending brush. This is from Clinique. It's another blending brush from Clinique because I want to take a darker shade, and this shade is called Nonchalant. Let's see. No, that shade is called Natural. This dark shade over here, it's called Natural. So I'm going to be taking that shade, and I'll be placing it on the corners of my eyes. Another blending brush. It's the blending 486 by the brand GELLER, because when I do my makeup I mostly do a lot of blending, so this is another one that I will take, and I won't apply any product on this one, and basically just go in again and blend the product that I already applied, the eyeshadow that I've already applied. And then after that we will be doing so my eyeshadow is basically finished at the moment. So what I'll be doing now is I'll be applying some mascara. This mascara is the MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash. This is from the MAC brand. Now initially when I bought this mascara, I bought it so I could use it on my lower lash, because it's normally very difficult for me to apply these normal mascaras on my lower lash. But I'll basically just skip this one and just use this on my eyelashes, basically, both the upper and the lower lash. After that I basically do my my eyebrows. Now I don't do a lot to my eyebrows, and this is normally because on a monthly basis I go and do a tint, and that lasts me for the whole month, so I don't really do a lot. Now because I haven't done it, I still have to go to do it. I would normally use the this eyebrow comb, a micro pin. This is from the brand Catrice Cosmetics. I get this from Clicks, from Discam. So this is what I use basically, and this is how it looks. It's got this pointy it looks like brushes on the edges. Look, it's basically like a brush. So this is what I use to basically go in and just fill my eyebrows in very lightly. That's what I do. It almost looks like I'm not really doing anything to it. So because I don't do this a lot, this is a step I normally skip because of my tint maintenance for my eyebrows. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to do too much. And then after that I use my MAC bronzing powder to just kind of set my face, the rest of my face, and then I take this Clere brush, which is like a powder brush basically, and then I go in and just kind of finish off my face with this. Because this is an everyday look, I normally would not do any blush, so I don't do any blush. However, I would basically go in with this mattifying powder, compact powder by the Essence, the Essence brand. It's a mattifying compact powder, and I would take this, put this one in my bag or another one. I don't have it here though, which I keep in my bag for when, you know, I need to do some retouches. So I'll go in with the same, let me go in with the, this is a brush by Eco Tools. It is also a powder brush. You can apply blush with this as well. So I just go in with this one. Now lastly I do my lips. Now this is what I normally do. This is like what I do on a normal basis, on an everyday basis, whether I am doing glam or an everyday look or whatever the case may be. I put some normal Vaseline, whether it's the Vaseline, the Clere Vaseline from the Clere brand, which is what I have right now. Finished look. This is how it looks. To the side, to the front, and the other side. So yeah, this is how I look. I love this look. It's very simple. It's a work look. I mean, I couldn't go with this look to work or whatever I need to do. It's very simple. It's not doing too much. It's not a it's natural, yet it's in color. So I love it. It's very simple. So yeah, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you come back again. My channel is mostly a beauty, lifestyle and fashion video channel, so if that is something that you'd be interested in, please come and visit again. I hope to see you again. If there's anything that you'd like to see, that you'd like to see me post, any ideas for content, please drop it down below. Comment on what you thought about this look, what you'd like to see me do more of. So yeah, please do subscribe if this is something that you'd be interested in seeing in the future. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'll see you again in my next video. Ciao ciao. Bye.